Hello.
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 I'm gonna try texting Kat, and she has contact with Pump, so maybe we can get a hold of them somehow. Yes. Hmm. So how have you
Huh?
guys been?
What was
Sorry.
that?
I said how have you guys been?
Uh, family's home, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. Is that a positive or a negative? You sound stressed about it.
The house isn't gonna be as quiet as it has been for the past week,
Mm-hmm.
so
Sorry, I'm just looking at
my
my
work
camera.
schedule might change.
It looks like I have a crater in my head right here.
Just slightly.
That's weird. Must have bonked my head a little harder than I thought. What'd you say
And
about your
then,
work?
oh, my boss said that my work schedule might be changing
Mm-hmm.
for the weekend job, not the weekday job, but that one also might be changing. It's, I hate, I hate COVID. It's making everything infinitely more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What might your schedule change to if it does? Like,
It would be going in later on Saturdays and then staying later, which might mess with this time slot.
that sounds like the worst of both worlds.
Yeah. Uh, I think it's even worse because it'll be teaching the lifeguard classes,
Ooh,
Whoa.
yikes.
which means fake drowning for 4 hours and having people rescue me, which is how I've almost ended up drowning several times.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm good enough at like punching them away if they're gonna actually drown me. It's good. It's great. No, it's fine. They need to learn how to rescue someone who can safely drown versus someone who
Safely
can't.
drown.
Yeah, I know how to drown realistically, but also safely.
What?
Just sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, when I'm done with those classes, I can't move my arms above neutral position for about a day and a half because I'm carrying around the backboard so much and I have to like show them multiple times how to do the proper steps.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Never let anyone tell you lifeguarding is easy. It's not.
Oh, I know it's not.
Hmm.
In high school, I actually took lifeguarding class.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Heck it,
And
I'm
there's the
just gonna call
whole
her.
thing with. Oh,
Sorry, you can
good
What's
continue.
up?
luck.
Mm-hmm.
While we wait, just because I can. Haha.
It's Minecraft.
It's Minecraft.
Kind of forgot she's in Texas and they don't have internet and power and stuff, so
Yeah.
that might be a
Uh-oh.
part of this issue. But then again,
Yeah.
she was messaging, so I don't know. She didn't say that she was going to be unavailable.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Well. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Is that a dragon?
Yeah, I'm trying to make a dragon.
I could tell it was a dragon.
Aw,
Yay.
it's cute.
It looked
I'm
so
gonna put a
cute.
throne in front of it and put it in my throne room once the throne room's finished.
Ooh, I like how you did that.
Thank you.
It looks like a
Neonish
dragon or a
color, if you'll.
seahorse. It could also be a seahorse.
I love
With
seahorses. They're so
arms.
cute.
So, as far as D&D goes, we kinda need
Just
Ananias,
kinda.
considering it's her cult that's
Yeah.
causing chaos. I mean,
We
we
might
don't.
have to call it this week, unfortunately.
I mean, I guess. if we
Considering the Texas situation, I really can't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her either. But
It's unfortunate.
she was chatting earlier. It would have been nice for her to tell
Tell
us.
you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And
No,
Pumpkin, I don't know what he's doing. He's just playing CS:GO right now. Apparently, he just doesn't know that it's time for D&D. I don't know.
Do you want me to send him a text message on phone?
Yes, if you have his number, that'd be great.
If I can find my phone.
Of course, it doesn't really matter if Ananias isn't here, I guess. Well, I mean, once again, we could do it without him, but it's just
Nah,
much
if it's
harder.
I wouldn't feel it wouldn't feel right considering it is their cult
Yeah.
that is
The
currently
cult that didn't
kidnapping
exist
people.
until I found out about it the first session.
Yeah,
I have one.
Godspeed, Spider-Man. You took that information so well.
Godspeed Spider-Man?
Oh, it's something I've been saying a lot more recently. It's because every time someone has to go through something difficult, I just say Godspeed, Spider-Man,
Okay,
because it's from the movie.
gotcha. But yeah, I have done some adapting, and I'm hoping it's going well.
You're,
You still have a
you're
mystery to
doing your
solve.
best.
We could do that, but
A
wouldn't
what?
exactly solve the other situation.
I mean, I have solved it.
Adventures of Mama Swizzle.
Well, you figured out where the people are, but you don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Someone from a cult, apparently. But who is
Yeah.
in the cult?
But if I track down the people who did it, then I can reasonably put together who the bad guy is.
He just said, we're playing CS 1 second.
1, 2.
Sounds like something I would do, to be honest with you.
Well, we could just talk about it a little bit if you want. What are your current theories on who did it?
I am too
Hey,
small
Pumpkin.
brain to figure it out
That's gonna
right
join in
now.
a bit.
Ananias did it.
We're in the
Ananias
middle
did
of
it.
a long CS game.
Yeah, that's fine. Yay, everyone's here now.
We're still in the middle of the game. It
Okay,
should be
that's
noted.
fine.
Well,
Okay.
now
Oh,
we're
there you
about
go.
to lose in like 5-10 rounds.
Oh, you both are in it.
Yes.
No wonder they didn't know
Hence
what's going
we-
on.
Hence why I said we each time. They're there. They're
I mean, you could have been talking about Stickman Ninja as far as we know.
Where are they?
still mid. Still mid. Still mid.
Okay, we heard you.
Oh dear.
Just run and push. They can't shoot you fast enough. Shoot them.
No, don't. It's a trap.
Just
It's
shrug
a
off
tarp.
the bullets. You won't die before you succeed.
It's a tarp.
These people are funny. They're saying awful things though.
Wow, that's kind of dark humored of you.
At least it's funny while it happens. No, go there. Go with the group.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. I have the bomb. Guys, I didn't know I had the bomb.
You literally start following the group, and then you just turn around because you see me go in a different way.
Went that
That's
way, so
actually
I
kind of
thought.
funny. Why did I get a third message from you, Pump?
A third message?
Yeah, it just gave me a third message from you.
I only sent the 2, so
Guys, I'm a pro gamer.
You also have power at your house. That's good to see.
I know. I wouldn't have been able to be here if I didn't have power.
Oops, I made a boo-boo.
It is good to see, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see at all. How have you been, EJ? Do you think you'll pass out halfway through this D&D?
I don't think that's like.
Guys, we lost him.
I may have overcommitted a little bit.
His camera went out of focus too. It's a whole Fisk situation.
it is this Fisk situation, isn't it?
Oh boy. That doesn't sound good.
Yep. They were hit 20.
Did you get a haircut?
No, did you?
Cat's hair
Yeah,
just
I
looks
cut off my
different.
hair.
It just looks different than the last time I saw you.
Are you talking to
She
EJ?
braided it.
No, you.
She
Me?
braided it.
Yeah, you.
No,
She
I didn't get a
braided it.
haircut. It's straight right now.
She braided it.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, you have the bomb. Guys, what are you playing? Are you playing Minecraft? Because it looks like somebody's streaming Minecraft currently.
Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm
Trying
playing
to
Minecraft.
build.
When we
Looks like
play
somebody's playing D&D.
Minecraft.
I also have D&D up at the same time.
You mean the character sheet?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you play D&D, the video game?
We play it very well. There is a video game on Steam called D&D.
There's
Kinda sucks
multiple
in my
video
opinion.
games on Steam called D&D.
That's true. That is true.
Wow, that would explain.
Is that right?
Tell us how you really feel.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh dear.
By the way, in our last session, I think I treated the Pass Without a Trace spell a little bit wrong, because
How so?
We knew that though.
because like if it literally made you invulnerable to being noticed or seen when you were standing right in front of an enemy, then what's the point of the invisibility condition? So I feel like it probably makes more sense for the future. Like it works if you're like hiding or sneaking around in corners and darkness and stuff. But if you're standing right in front of an enemy, even with the +10 stealth, you probably should still be seen. So just for the
That's
future
up to-
reference, we'll go with that. But what happened in the past is already in the past. But just FYI, walking
to
in
plan.
front of an enemy and like dancing in front of their face just because you have a +10 stealth isn't going to work anymore. That is a cool dragon, Ray. I like it.
Thank you.
Two rounds away from over, unless we make an entirely amazing clutch. Which in that case, it is 10 rounds till over. So you do the
Yikes.
math.
It
You
won't-
do the
it
math.
won't be 10 rounds. We can't clutch this at this point.
You can.
There's
No,
It's
always
we
hope.
can't.
clutchable
Never
until
give
they're
up.
at 15.
Never surrender.
Always
believe
clutchable
in you
until
all.
they get to 15.
Heroes never
Hold on,
die.
Use your inspiration point.
Oh my god. Y'all are so much more distracting me than I usually am distracted, so I don't know about that.
Maybe that'll make you play better.
Stay with bomb. Stay with bomb.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't need to
let's
follow
see.
me everywhere.
Ah!
E. Oh. Ooh.
Mark it 1, hit 50. No, not you.
But.
but
You were watching a good place to watch.
I'm done, guys.
Oh
No,
no.
you were the chosen one. You were supposed
Listen.
to destroy the enemy, not die to them.
Listen, guys.
I'm listening.
He thinks I'm trying to follow him, but really he's just going to the places I want to go.
Then why? Don't let me get there first.
Okay, I'll run with my knife out.
Do it. You won't.
I'll right click you.
I'm already running with my knife out. Runs completely opposite directions while still looking at each other.
Eyes up, eyes up.
Stairs.
What you doing, Light?
I'm just playing something on my Switch.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's switching it.
We have clutched the last 3 rounds.
Nice.
Didn't think this would happen.
See what happens when you believe in yourself?
Cat
I don't
literally
believe in
didn't believe
myself.
in us at all. She believed the exact
Do you believe
opposite.
in the heart of the cards?
See
You
what
thought the game
happens
was
when you
over.
believe. Hey, being a pessimist means you're either right or pleasantly surprised.
What a sad way to live your life, though.
Yeah,
Unless you hate being
basically.
wrong, which in that case you're either right or you're wrong.
Well, you're always either right or you're wrong. So I'm just having an optimistic
What if you're partially right?
perspective at pessimism.
Hey Ray, is there a method to like
They're cat.
mirror your builds?
They are cat.
So like as you build on one side, it automatically
There
copies
you.
the blocks to the other side, so you don't need to like place it twice.
Nope. I mean, there's World Edit where I can copy and paste it
They're
over.
me.
You can in normal Minecraft you can use not world edit, but there
Structure
is
blocks.
like no, you can use like slash fill and stuff.
That's not what he's talking about though.
But like if it's just one thing, if just like a wall.
It's not a wall exactly. It's a little more complicated than a wall.
Okay,
Go build a wall.
very descriptive.
There's a dragon.
Yeah, I'm working on the wings of a dragon.
Baby dragon.
How are they shooting me through that?
They were on connector. So they were connector, which is there. Whoa.
Oh, so you saved me.
And then I shot you in the head because you ran through my bullets.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not my fault that.
I was shooting in the direction you wanted to walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally has to fill in the sentence.
Listen, ladies. Why are we
Ladies?
clutching it? But I have the bomb now, so we're not going.
Did you just say lesson, ladies?
3 boxes.
I feel like I should be using this time to prepare, but there's nothing more I can do to prepare at this point.
We're just too
I
chaotic
threw it
for you.
over
Well, it's not.
threw it over the stairs
not that,
on
it's just-
the shorter side of the ceiling.
Whatever happens here, it's gonna be chaos.
That is true.
I feel
just got rid of
in
that.
the game I play on Thursdays, it's a superhero based one, which has been pretty fun.
That's so cool.
But my poor DM, because of my character's powers, of which she has an angel and a demon stuck in her head, and like using her body as a conduit, and she doesn't know how they got there. Because this is a school for people who have really dangerous powers who just don't know how to control them.
Mm-hmm.
And we were looking through the best way to put that out using the rule book, and eventually it was like, yeah, you just need 2 other character sheets for when they take over your physical form.
So you have 3 character sheets.
I
and
have
all
3
together.
character sheets for
Oh my
one
lord.
character. It might end up being closer to 4.
Oh my lord, I feel bad for you.
They're at cat.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so now to make the throne.
Do
Excuse.
we have enough time?
Hit them for 40.
Excuse.
You sound like you're trying to cosplay as a frog.
Remit.
You got it.
Mama Swizzle.
Guys, we're still like not dead.
I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're proud of you, Kat.
I like to get inspiration from other builders.
Why don't you?
And I'm looking at this one tutorial build. It's just redstone and gold. I'm like, what in the world?
Stairs.
They should be embarrassed of themselves.
I have this design I really like for castle walls that I just use over and over again because it's nice. You can make it look really pretty.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like to use this design here for castle walls.
Well, I mean, like the outside of the city itself.
Oh, I used the same design.
Okay. Because I usually build like a castle and then like a city around it, and then walls outside of that.
Should
And
I
then
let Kat know why
surrounding
we're
areas.
winning all of a sudden?
Why is that?
Oh no, please don't.
One of their teammates quit. The other teammate quit.
Mhm.
Did you notice this, Kat?
I noticed this a while ago.
Oh, okay.
And she's still impressed we didn't die.
Yeah, I'm still impressed.
Stairs.
Yes, stairs. I can only use 1.12 and down blocks though. So any like 1.13 and above turns into stone on this server.
Oh, that's sad.
We have literally tied it now.
All right. Let's see what I can do here. I kind of want the dragon sitting on the throne.
Ticket. Now they're just congratulating Kat whenever she kills anything now.
It's making me really
It doesn't
happy.
matter how undeserved it was. This is hilarious.
Why are they doing this?
Because I'm a woman.
Wow.
No, I think it's because you had only gotten 1 kill up to this point. And now you have 6.
Good thing it's not because you're a woman.
So either she's being demeaned or we're losing faith in humanity.
Uh-oh.
1 on site, 1 stairs. Plant.
I'm trying.
See if. Oh, okay. Well, that's game. We won.
Wow. Nice job, guys.
Great playing with
Good
y'all.
job, Kat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you really carried the
congrats.
team.
The other team is very mad.
They were just overshadowed by Kat's amazing skills.
Mhm.
They're like, how did we
Okay.
lose?
I'm
She's
quitting
a
game.
god at this
They keep
game.
saying KYS.
So, Kat, here's the question: did you turning on your camera help your game?
Oh my gosh! I hate it when girls just turn on their camera to play CS. Why do they do that? Like, do they join Discord calls? Are they like, oh, can we Discord call? And then they turn on their camera and they're like, hello, boys. Do you think having
Yes,
their
I mean
camera
this is
on?
true,
Distract
but like
the
that's
enemy
not what I was
team?
saying.
Wait,
This is
actually,
this
I
is
do-
upsetting me in a different way now.
Nathan. I think the reason they turn on their cameras to do that is because boys tend to treat them better once their face is shown. I think so.
Well, you know, I guess I'm guessing not a boy then. So
You're a full-grown man.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's better than being
That's
a
what the
boy.
beard's for.
What game allows
All
you
right,
to...
I roll all my dice.
Did you get a nat 1? Yes, he did.
It's stuck again.
I did a critical fail on rolling my dice.
You didn't even succeed at rolling.
Sad.
I
Anyways,
roll most
sorry
of
for
my
the wait,
dice.
y'all.
Some of them stay inside.
Did it? Oh no.
Why was the
That
people who
feels
we were
so
playing
weird.
against mad?
Because they lost their teammate and then lost the match because of it?
That probably would be the right reason. I'd be mad for that.
But they were telling us to KYS. But that wasn't our fault their teammate left.
Do you think they
Because-
care?
No, I don't think they do.
They had this anger and they just needed to throw it somewhere. It didn't have to be directed to anyone, it just needed to be thrown.
Oh, that's really funny, honestly. Do you
Let me
think
go
video
shut
games
my
make
door.
people more angry or less angry?
Why do I hear an
It
older
can
version
do
of
both.
Kermit the Frog yelling?
Yeah,
in
it
the
depends on the
background?
video game.
Not even
think that's your
depending
father.
on the video game. It just depends on the situation in the video game.
I mean, like, Animal Crossing doesn't make me mad.
Animal Crossing can make me really mad.
I get triggered when I play Animal Crossing.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I mean, all the animals are literally crossing you constantly, so...
Liana let me play her Animal Crossing once. It did not go well.
I was just thinking, Kat, maybe because you did so good, they're saying KYS, know yourself.
Know yourself, know your enemy.
Alright, come on here. Don't be as in my face as you want to be.
Kat's just thinking and thinking. Did I
No,
break
you're
Kat?
super. They're saying
Yeah,
no,
there
you're
you
super.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait.
Grammar?
They could be worried. They could be worried about you taking care of yourself. They could be like, kiss your sandwich, like, go eat something.
I actually so we also haven't considered that maybe it's not self, it's spouse. Kill your spouse.
I
Kill
don't
your
have a
spouse.
spouse.
Well, maybe they just think you're such a pro gamer that you would have a spouse.
How,
Because
how do
everybody
those-
knows that you get your power through your other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a
It's
religious
like witches.
message.
You know, they have their
Maybe they're
familiars.
telling you to kill your sins.
Oh, that's probably it.
I think these are Mormons, guys.
What?
Okay, are we gonna get started with D&D or continue guessing?
Yeah, an
I
hour
feel
and
like
10
we have
minutes
a.
late.
I feel like we have a really deep understanding of what these people are trying to tell Kat.
I don't think
Yeah.
we do.
I know. I think we
Well-
had it right at the beginning.
Anyway,
Hey,
in our
Ray,
last
you're still-
session,
Sharing your screen.
I know I am. Do you
He
want me to
likes
stop?
to.
It's distracting me.
You can leave the shared screen without.
I don't
leaving
want-
the
but
call.
it still shows
How do
up.
I do that?
But you don't get to see it moving.
Yeah, but it's still,
will just
it's
be
still
like
there
another-
taunting.
Picture.
Taunt,
She
taunt,
pushed the
taunt.
wrong button. She pushed the wrong
There
button.
you go, just to make you guys happy.
Pump, your camera's not working now. Turn it off and on.
How
It's fine
how
for
is this
me.
I
his
have to do
problem?
everything to fix your problems, don't I? Everything to fix your problems.
Okay.
Don't just
Okay.
smile.
In
I
our
said
last
no, thank
session,
you.
Mama Swizzle and QZ stumbled upon a cult gathering in the sewers and found two people that were kidnapped by the cult with bags over their heads and hands and feet bound. QZ walked up to them and cast a spell to, or he had a spell already active, passed without trace, and tried to extend it to these people to help them escape unnoticed. Meanwhile, Mama Swizzle cast a fog cloud, which immediately set off all the cultists and made them go, "Oh no, something weird is happening." There are now two Dragonborn guards guarding the door and trying to stop the chaos, and there are about 30 or 40 black hooded cult members standing around this large circular room and kind of generally going, what is going on? Meanwhile, Ananias and Carmen were individually traveling through separate tunnels elsewhere in the underground. And
My legs are.
we're going to pick up from there. So, QZ and Mama Swizzle, you are emerging from the fog cloud, trying to get to the exit with these new. QZ is holding both of these kidnapped people. There's people in my background. Holding both of these kidnapped
green
people
screen
and
out.
trying to escape. Meanwhile, the Dragonborn guards are like holding their swords at the ready, trying to search. What would you guys like to do? Also,
Do I
you might need to
remember
roll
which
if you-
direction we came from?
There's only one entrance or exit from this room. One doorway.
It's
ahead of
being
you.
guarded, you said?
Yeah, they're like guarding. They don't see what's happening, but they're kind of guarding, and they caught sight
I would
of.
like to use the hostages as bowling balls and treat the guards like bowling pins.
Cries
my
in
goodness.
lawful good.
That reminds me of yesterday when I stabbed that poor policeman like in like the trachea. Oh, that was sad.
Okay, sorry. I
This
need
poor
to get
guy.
up. My legs were not against anything when I had them like this. I was just holding them in the air.
Wait, I thought you were lawful good. I'm confused.
I am lawful good. I'm not doing that.
You just said you were.
It was
You've done a lot of things that are very questionable about your morality.
So, well, here's the thing. It's playing my character because technically I am lawful good, but by nature I was raised by thieves and like the worst people in the world. So
So it's natural that you would know like bowling and use a
Exactly.
hostage. All right.
Well, actually, I should ask. Would that give me an inspiration point if it worked?
Wow.
Because if so, I'll do it.
I mean, typically inspiration is a reward for like
Doing
good role play or something. I mean, sure, if it works, why not? Because I just
No, don't say yes. I didn't want to.
I know I don't want you to either, but
Then why would you say yes?
because it would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. I'm not gonna do it though. Okay. So they still don't know where we are. We're running towards them.
It's you can surmise.
oh, I
would
got it. I
probably,
got it.
You'll probably be spotted very soon, considering now 40 people in a room are trying to look for you.
Noticing this, I
specifically.
would like. Yeah, noticing this, I would like to say to Mama Swizzle, Mama Swizzle, can you turn back into the spider by chance?
Mama Swizzle.
Okay, great. We're gonna ride your back to freedom. Let's do this thing.
Oh no.
It went well last time.
Just out of curiosity to the DM,
Mhm.
is Mama Swizzle strong enough to carry all three people in her
Doesn't
normal
matter. I'm
form?
carrying two of them. You're only carrying one.
In her
Yeah, but
normal
I'm carrying
form?
you. Yeah, in her normal form.
Wait, what? You said you right
I
now
don't-
Mama
regular form Mama Swizzle is carrying
regular
Kizzy,
form.
who is holding the other two?
Can she? Is my question.
No.
No. In her spider form, can she?
Let's check the stats for the giant wolf.
It's a
spider.
giant spider, right?
Giant wolf spider.
Yes. I just googled giant wolf slipper. I don't think that would be very effective.
Strength is +1. Strength of 12.
Okay, thanks. That's what I needed. I would say you would have to roll for it. It would be a struggle. It's possible.
I'm carrying two of them, so Mama
Yes.
Swizzle only has to carry one.
But I'm carrying the weight of 3 people.
No,
Paul.
why would you say, Ray? We could have tricked the DM.
I don't think we can trick the DM on that one. He is a smart man.
Were you thinking of it like a Minecraft boat? So like 2 people are riding the Minecraft boat, and then the boat is the only passenger on the other one, or something.
Exactly.
So, apparently my
He
internet is
tried.
broken. That's fun. Oh,
My
well.
brain.
Your brain.
So anyway,
Well, Mama Swizzle, does Mama Swizzle have anything better that?
Why can't I change physics with my magic powers? Or can I?
I mean,
You can.
technically magic does affect physics.
I mean, you can teleport with magic eventually. Yeah, you can change physics with it pretty well.
There's
Okay,
literally a
good.
spell that's reverse gravity.
I mean, I'm not going to be helping y'all out because you're
I would
stealing
say
away my
summoning a
sacrifice.
fireball is pretty much against physics as well.
Okay, what level am I? I'm a level
4.
3, so I can only do 1/4 level.
But yeah, is there anything better that Mama Swizzle could turn into? Because I tried to like give the basic idea of the plan to Mama
I'm
Swizzle.
looking.
It's like we get onto Mama Swizzle and then climb out of here. Because that way they're looking around.
Do you have a list, EJ, for the 1/4 level?
Yep. Technically this is only monsters, but there is... Here, let me just send it in the chat here.
I can only do beast
That
shapes.
is monsters by CR. You can only do beast shapes. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Become a bigger bird.
I can't do flying until like 1 level or
That's so
something like
unfortunate.
that.
It's just
Yeah. 8th level I have to be before I can do that. Okay, I can do a zombie, wolf, violent fungus, spirit, skull. Nope, I can't do spirit.
Is the
Riding
giant fire
horse.
beetle stronger?
A
Is the-
horse. Oh, people
Yeah, but
ride
we-
on
we-
horses.
Yeah, but we want to go upside down above their heads, so
Yeah,
that they're not
there's
Have you ever
nothing
been
I
trampled
can-
by a horse?
Have you ever walked on the ceiling as a horse? I mean,
Spider horse.
How big is the centipede?
I'm wondering the giant fire beetle, if you can do that one.
Giant fire beetle. Where are you seeing that
Actually,
one?
that is weaker in strength, so we're.
I have to do 0.25 and below.
Oh, okay. Oh, that limits it a lot.
Yes.
Oh, you could do zombie. That's perfect.
how
Okay.
is that perfect?
So what I would
I'll
like to
bite
do.
you. Oh no, everybody run!
Do I see that there's guards at the entrance?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see kind of what's happening around you.
What I'd like to do is shapeshift, wild shift, into a giant centipede.
Okay.
And then I'd like to use my druid craft to make myself look larger than normal.
Can you do that with Druidcraft?
Mama Swizzle, we're trying to sneak out of here. Why are you just growing bigger?
Whispering to spirits, effective range, tiny, harmless, sentry effect. Okay, I don't think so. Instant, harmless, sentry effects such as fallen leaf. How about just make it really, really smelly while I come out?
Is nobody gonna comment on how Cat just has an entire thing of cotton candy?
I wasn't paying
just
attention.
noticed. Is that good, Cat?
Alright, so are you trying to make your presence known with like a battle cry of smell?
Yeah, I'm
the world?
trying to be intimidating.
Alright, so I'll say that if you're gonna do that, it's gonna like counteract the +10 stealth at this point.
That's fine with
because
me.
you're actively trying to make yourself known instead of trying to be sneaky. So
Yeah.
the shadows dissipate from you as you like whirl your cloak about you and suddenly grow into a massive centipede creature, like kind of standing up on some of your many legs and holding out your pincers menacingly, and you just go and a smell emanates from around you, smelling terrible. And the cultists and the guards just kind of falter back with a step of shock as they look up, and they're just like, "Oh, what is going on?"
Can I roll intimidation?
Yes, go ahead and roll me intimidation.
It is exciting.
Yay!
That's really exciting.
And could I have you guys roll me initiative as well?
Oh, I thought we had last time. I guess. Oh.
No, there was no initiative.
Not 20 on intimidation.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Alrighty. Okay.
Unless you want to do the -1 that my intimidation does.
Net 20's a net 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 8.
Okay.
And are we still doing initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, very nice. No, I need to roll for that. Hold on. Alrighty. So, as you...
Who knew Mama Swizzle could be intimidating?
As you rear up in your giant centipede form... Hang on. Need to get up stats for it. Okay. As you rear up in your giant centipede form and let out this horrifying, like, insect kind of trill, it immediately causes many of the cultists to kind of like step back 1 or 2 steps. A couple of them draw daggers and look like they want to attack, but the majority of them just kind of step back in fear and don't seem to want to do anything close to touching that. Then you hear a haunting female voice call from the far corner of the room. Well, not really corner because it's a circular room, but the far side away from the door, beyond your fog cloud, and it calls out,
Don't let them escape! Get the door!
and
That voice, though.
several cultists along with the guards are now kind of around the door area. Everyone's kind of backing off and giving you a wide berth, kind of like on the outskirts of the room. They're staying away from the fog cloud now, where you're right beside. All right, and I'm gonna call that your turn. QZeth, what would you like to do?
Is Mama Swizzle still indicating that she wants me to get onto her back to ride out of here?
One of her many legs is just.
Mama Swizzle, we were supposed to be stealthy. They didn't know where we were. We were gonna climb out of here. This is why I'm the master planner, Mama Swizzle. You, when you improvise, it just makes things go badly, and then I have to come up with a new plan. All right. How many of them are by? How tightly packed is the
The cultists by the door?
Yeah, the
Or
cultists
just
by the
in
door.
general? Okay, the 6 cultists that are by the door, they're about 3 on either side of the door, maybe 2 feet between each of them. They're not like all bunched up in a domino bowling range. They are just
I
kind
wasn't gonna bowl.
yeah, they're just kind of congregated nearby the door, and the guards, the Dragonborn guards in black armor, they are standing like kind of swords, almost like a gate against invisible intruders. They're kind of just like ready for whatever is happening,
Yeah.
but their eyes are locked on the centipede right now.
Like I couldn't just slide past. You don't think? I mean,
You
obviously you can't
could.
tell me. I could.
Try, at least.
Okay.
But
I'm like, well, Mom's.
they're doing their
I'll
best
try.
to.
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try.
You do have 2 people that you're carrying, though. So, as far as like compressing yourself and sliding stealthily, might not work out without chopping someone's head off by accident. There's 3 of them to watch out
Okay.
for.
I stand for a second, trying to come up with a new plan. Then I look back at Mama Swizzle. Fine. And then I get onto Mama Swizzle's back, and I'm just going to ready an action to like. I'm gonna place the 2 other people onto Mama Swizzle's back as well, and ready an action to like punch cultists away.
Okay, I will note that the strength of a giant centipede is a -3. Mama Swizzle, could I have you roll for strength to even like attempt to be mobile at all with 3 people riding on your back? Or at least 2. Did you get on yourself, QZ?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so
Of course, if Mama Swizzle just falls underneath the weight, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm getting it off.
by the way, Ray, you're muted.
16.
16? Okay, I'll say that that's still not enough considering your strength is a -3.
Wow.
So does Mama Swizzle indicate this to me in any way? So like I've gotten on
Well,
top.
you can kind of visually see as you put the first body on, Mama Swizzle goes, "Arr!" As you put the second
Oh,
body
it's
on,
after the
"Arr!"
first
and then
body.
and then as you get on yourself, you just hear a slight crunch, like you feel one of the like parts of Mama Swizzle's chitinous
Vertebra.
abdomen kind of
Yeah.
bend down and flex a little bit with a slight cracking sound, and you just hear Mama Swizzle kind of groan like she does with her normal form as her back hurts. It's basically the equivalent of that. Again, you're kind of hurting her.
Well, reacting to this, I'm gonna like, fine. And then I get off of Mama Swizzle. So I got onto Mama Swizzle. I got off of Mama Swizzle. Just
In
go
the
out.
same
Just
turn.
go.
Sure, why not?
Go. Get out of here.
Alrighty. The cultists are now going to take a turn. Several of them are going to draw daggers and hesitantly try to charge at the giant centipede. They're not really paying much attention to Qzeth at this point. Whether or not they notice him is unclear. Your armor class is now 13, so let's just roll a few times here. Okay. Mama Swizzle, you take 12 points of piercing damage as
Well,
3 of these
I'm out
cultists
of.
managed
I'm
to
out of centipede.
stab into you with their tiny little daggers, and at this point, like as the third dagger plunges into your chitinous abdomen, you kind of melt back into your original form. How many hit points? Oh, that was only 4 hit points for the centipede.
Plus a 1d6, I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So that would be 5 hit points. What did I say for the damage again?
12?
12. Okay, so that's 7 damage that you take to your actual character, and you are now back into your normal form. They kind of are shocked as they're stabbing at you, and then suddenly you just transform, and the other 3 just kind of swing wide, trying to aim for a centipede that no longer exists, and they're just like, did we win? You can almost see the looks of confusion on their obscured, hooded faces. And then you see from the corner of the room that voice kind of step out from around the fog cloud. It's a hunched figure with like kind of a very gnarled position as they walk past. Their robes seem much more disgusting than a regular robe. It almost seems like it's lined with blood and gore around the edges of the cloak, and it just kind of reaches out and points at Qzeth. Could I have you make a wisdom saving throw, Qzeth?
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Very splendid. Saving?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You feel yourself suddenly become paralyzed, and you are unable to move for the duration of the spell. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of, or at the end of each of this creature's turns. Is it at the end of each of your turns? Yeah, okay. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a wisdom saving throw again to try to break out of this. But you just feel like this crushing force kind of close in upon your arms, and you're just kind of stuck there, unable to move or even speak. And you're held there as this creature just kind of cocks its head and begins walking across the room.
What do we have here? People interfering
I
with
still have
our
the cloak on,
sacred
though, so I'm
movement.
fine, right?
What'd you say?
I still have the cloak on, though. I'm
That
fine,
you
right?
do. But you were like putting the bodies of the people on the centipede. So she is approaching you, and she's like,
Well, we can't have people knowing about this.
and she pulls out from her her robes some kind of red pendant. It looks like a red square with some kind of runes on it. And she goes,
Let's call the others.
and just taps it, and then it glows red, and you can see under the robes of some of these other cultists a red glow begin emanating, almost like fire where their hearts are, and they kind of like react to it, looking down and going, "Oh, okay," and that is all that happens for now. Ananias, we'll go to you now. You are walking through these caverns, and you are doing your thing. There was about 2 more hours or so before dusk when your meeting was supposed to happen, and now suddenly you feel this
I'm
burning.
glowing.
You feel this burning sensation where your red pendant is under your robes, and you understand that this is the signal to like have an emergency gathering of your cult. But granted that you were already going to have a meeting, it probably would imply something is going wrong. What would you like to do?
Let's walkie walk.
Okay. So you know the way to where your cult gathering is. You've been there multiple times. So you can find your
Have
way.
I?
Yeah, you can find your way
Okay.
down through the passageways that you're in to the cult gathering within a few minutes. We'll say about 5 to 7 minutes is how long it would take you to walk there.
What if I run?
It would take you about 3 to 4 minutes then, and you would be out of breath when you get there. But you can.
I wish to close to run. You know, like jog.
Yeah, just like power
And I want
walk.
my shoes to go clack clack.
It is a bit of a slimy sewer system, so clack clack is a bit debatable.
Squelch squelch.
More like that, yes. As you begin quickening your pace, trying to go to the source of where you know your cult gathering is happening, you begin to hear screams and like yelling, just general chaos from up ahead. And you also see out of the corner of your eye as you're walking, just a guy lounging in the corner of the sewer, like kind of eating popcorn.
Okay, I
Popped
want to
kernels of
skid to
corn.
a stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe slide a little bit forwards.
Mm-hmm. You
With
just
his
you
gooey-
hear out of the corner of your ear as you're going, oh, this should be interesting. And then you come to a stop. You look over. Nothing's
Is it
there.
Goose Man?
There's nothing there.
Oh, there's no Goose Man?
Nothing there at all.
Did I think I heard Goose Man's voice?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna walk the rest of the way
Mhm.
instead of jogging. There was a hair in my mouth. That was disgusting.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So you begin making your way the rest of the way to the hideout. It'll take you a couple more minutes to arrive. Carmen, you also are on your way through a underground passageway. This one has no exits or entrances along the walls. It's just kind of one straight passage going
Mhm.
from the mansion that you were in previously to wherever it is you're going. Once you
I've been running this whole passageway.
have you, okay. Well, you make
As
it
much
to
as
the
much
end.
as I can, at least.
Yeah, very quickly you see a light at the end of the tunnel. Appears to be daylight. It's still about 2 hours before dusk. What would you like to do as you make it to the end of this passageway, where there is a large metal grate at the entrance?
Is it unlocked?
It does appear to be. As you get close to it, you push on it. It opens freely.
The footprints that I've been following, are they still there, or have they been
Yes.
west?
These footprints go, and they're actually even thicker and stronger, or like more clear, as you're getting farther down the passage. And as you get to the edge of the passageway and open up this door, you can see that there's just a giant mud puddle. This is basically right beside the river where you have come out. And these footprints that go down the passage are very thick, like basically just splotches of mud. And then as you had walked down the passageway, they got a little less pronounced as the mud was left behind.
Can I continue to try to backtrack them?
Yes. As you step out into this, mud puddle by the side of the river, you can see that there are one set of footprints that are kind of walking around, and then you can see drag marks where like 2 feet could have been dragged through the mud and moved onward. And then you also see a second set of footprints, as though perhaps someone was helping the original set of footprints to drag the second body. But there's only one set of footsteps that go back to the manor. So, would you like to follow where these drag marks go?
Before I do, I'm gonna take a really close look at the footprints that go back to the manor.
Mm-hmm. It's so thick mud. Like, this is mud that you sink 1 or 2 inches into when you step. So it's not very clear, like, what size of foot or what, like, there's no discerning details. It's just kind of a big mud splotch.
Okay. Then I'll follow the drag marks.
Mm-hmm. The drag marks lead you about the length of a football field along the side of the river to a more rocky area where you see off to the side there's an entrance to a sewer similar to the one that you just came out of, and there appears to be a guard that is sleeping, leaning against a rock nearby. What would you like to do?
Ignore the guard and go into the sewer.
Okay, you just walk past him. He's making kind of a...
I'm already peeved enough at the guard captain as is. It's not my fault that his men are sleeping on the job.
As you pass him, you also see a strange, like, slightly more pronounced red glow coming from beneath his armor. And then it kind of fades away as you're watching until it's no longer there. Then you walk following these, like, small mud trails across the rocks up into the sewers. And you also, as you're stepping into the sewers, you hear some chaos. Like, some screams and what appears to be distinct sound of a large centipede screaming in pain, and then silence. But you definitely heard some chaos echoing down the cave
Carmen just kind of takes 2
down
seconds.
tunnel.
Those are my idiots. And then she's gonna rush. She's gonna rush to the sound of the chaos.
All right, for the sake of brevity, we'll say that Carmen and Ananias, you both arrive about the same time in that hub, like a large circular hub with 8 passages coming towards it at the same time, and then it branches out into those 2 rooms, one of which is where the actual cult ritual thing is happening, and one of which has a circle of teleportation where people are arriving. And yeah, so Carmen, you walk down this passageway and you bump into several other cloaked figures that are kind of rushing down the passage, like some of them pulling on their robes. 2 of them just kind of walk past without paying you any mind. Another one kind of turns and is like, oh, and then you also see, well, maybe Ananias? It's hard to really recognize considering they all have the same kind of uniform. Ananias, you see Carmen along with a couple of your cult members that arrive at the same time in this room. What would you like to do? Just anyone at this point.
Well,
I'm
Can I roll really quickly to see if I can get unparalyzed?
Sure.
And then can I roll to
Go
see
off
if I
with it.
can see the rest of the gang?
They are around a corner right now, so you're
Okay.
coming into this this hub area, and then there's a small passage, and then they're
What can
off
I
in
see?
this other room. You
15
see
this time.
2 Dragonborn guards that are kind of standing out in the hallway with their swords at the ready. They're just kind of watching something that's happening in the ritual room. You also see several more cloaked figures arriving from basically every corner of the sewers, and your friend Carmen, who has just wandered in and seems to have no idea what they've wandered into.
So Carmen is not in a cloak, though.
No.
She's
She's
just
got-
in her
she's got
standard armor.
Smack my head like this. Pull my cloak down even lower over my eyes.
Yeah, she's not in a cloak. She's got like her paladin armor and like her symbol freely swaying. Not that anyone would recognize it because it's not religious, but
She's like, has
This is like
anyone
a
needing a smackdown from the lawful good paladin?
No!
This is almost like a used car salesman going into a jail.
Yes!
Just very out of place.
yeah.
Real quickly, I'm gonna get a drink. Y'all can keep going.
Okay. So Carmen, how do you react to
I rolled a 15, by the way. I don't know if that freed me.
you basically, Carmen, you see about 12 total Ananiases in front of you.
That doesn't bother me.
And there's 2 Dragonborn guards that are like swords drawn. They have not looked at you or noticed you.
Alright, well, I want to see what they're looking at.
Yeah, they're looking to the right.
Okay, I go look to the right.
Okay, as you're stepping forward, there are several of these Ananiases that are kind of looking at you, and
Mind your own business.
they seem to want to attack you. They're making aggressive movements.
Can I roll an intimidation check?
If you want to.
Okay.
Tries to roar, then meows.
Who? What?
That's a 24. That's a 24 to tell them to mind their own business.
They kind of. This is our business, though. Wait a minute.
My business isn't your business.
Okay, they stand off and kind of don't want to get involved, and they let you pass, but they definitely seem hostile. This is a big group of people. Y'all are gonna die.
How many of them are there?
There are 11 other cloaked figures that look basically exactly like you, along with
Other
you.
than me?
Yep, and Carmen has just basically gone, mind your own business, and started walking past them towards the ritual chamber.
Alright, I pump your cameras circling.
It's working
Is
for
it
me.
for anybody else?
No,
Nope.
not for me.
Okay. I walk up to Carmen and I grab her by the arm and drag her off into a hallway.
I'm gonna shake you off because I don't recognize you.
I'm still going to attempt.
Do we have to roll conflicting strength checks?
Just do your
Yes.
thing. Just
Okay.
role play it. If you'd like, you can. If you're like gonna fight about it, but I assume it's just like, hey, let's
Okay,
go.
so I'm grabbing
let's go this way.
I'm grabbing her, I'm
I'm
like
gonna
pulling
rip
on
her-
her. She's probably not gonna move because I weigh a lot lighter
What?
than her.
Yeah,
But-
I lift you up off the ground with my.
She doesn't even notice. She doesn't even notice that you're holding on. You're just kind of like along
I
for
feel
the
just a
ride
little
now.
bit of weight, and I lift my arm. It's like, what do you want? She doesn't sound happy.
What are you doing here? I whisper in the only voice I've used. Well, I've used two voices. I whisper in the man voice, I guess, because that's the one she's recognized.
I have been
Would
trying
recognize.
to clear your name.
Whoa.
I don't need any help with that.
I blew up a prison.
not-
I'm good.
made
I'm not in
friends.
prison.
Yeah.
What? How does she? How do you react to that? Are you just?
I can tell now. Still doesn't stop me from doing what's right. And where are the others?
The others, I'm by myself.
Good gods.
You might hear a scream.
What?
Pure scream.
You might hear a scream of Mama Swizzle as
I'm gonna go try to follow the scream of Mama Swizzle with Ananias still holding onto my arm.
I look up, like even more worried and terrified after hearing that, and shocked.
It's up to
Well,
Mama Swizzle
a
if she
lot of
actually did
emotion.
scream when she transferred back into her Senate or in her normal form. I can't hear you, Ray. You're muted.
If I get stabbed as a centipede, I'll screech like the centipede.
But then
That's
you
still enough
transferred back.
noise to. That's still enough to get Carmen's interest. She's going over that way.
Okay.
Carmen's the centipede enthusiast.
So,
What?
I'm still being dragged.
could I have Ananias and Carmen roll me initiative as well, just so whatever happens, we can take turns if
17.
necessary. All right.
It landed between 10 and 12, so I'm just gonna say 11.
Okay.
Like, it landed on my keyboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On both.
Okay. So,
Like, sideways.
Carmen, you attempt to just walk towards the source of the chaos, and there are plenty of cultists that, though intimidated, are seeming to be like, intruder, guess we gotta fight, like drawing weapons and stuff, and they're like,
You go no further.
Are you going to stop me?
She's
Yes.
not in. I'll just wave them off. I'll wave them off. I'll be like, I've got this under control. Okay.
you're being carried. You could
Literally
have
just on the
persuaded them
shoulder.
if
You know
you
what
just
she's
On
looked.
the shoulder.
You know what she's gonna say? Carmen's gonna look at them and saying, "I have been working with Ananias all day. Do not impede my progress."
Who the freak is Ananias? We don't give each other names.
That's the name. Points to Ananias on the arm. I have been given. It makes working with them much easier.
You're doxing me. I say it. I cover her mouth. Whatever the equivalent to doxing is.
You're exposing.
No, I think Doxin is a word in this.
Could I
universe.
have both?
Isn't
Who
it
is
even a
doing the
lie
name?
though? It's not even a lie. We have
Well,
been
no,
working
I'm
together.
saying persuasion.
Oh.
Because Ananias is the one trying to persuade, right?
Okay, well, I mean, I thought I was doing so successfully, but apparently I rolled a 4 plus, what's my persuasion? 4
You
plus
can never
2, so
think
that's
that
a
you're
6.
doing well. The dice will always say
I thought I was
It's-
doing great, and also
Yeah.
I'm taller than her. I'm just being dragged because I'm pretty light.
So what they see is, "Eh, it's fine. She's fine. I've got this." You're like being dragged across the floor, like
she's
holding
a
behind.
friend. She's a friend.
She just
They
hates wearing
don't
cloaks. It's fine.
Seem to buy it exactly, and they're just like, look, I don't know what's going on here, but we have a very important meeting down here. Please go mind your own business.
I'm just gonna continue walking the way of the screech.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to QZeth and Mama Swizzle for a second. Who is up? Mama Swizzle, you're up.
Dies.
So you just see, as you transform back into your normal form, the two limp bodies kind of fall to the floor behind
Backwards.
you, and there are a bunch of people around. QZeth also just kind of freezes in place with a
Okay,
terrified
so
look on his
are there
face.
more people in front of me than there are behind me?
No. There are significantly more people behind you, like around the room.
I thought they were trying to guard the door.
Well, there are 3 that got in the general vicinity of the door, along with the 2 Dragonborn guards that were already there, but the majority of the people in this room are currently around.
So would I be able to use spike growth and get most of them?
Yeah? Well, no, not most of them. The range on that is 20 feet or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you trying to center it? This is a circular room, and there are
I'm
people...
trying to center it where it's not going to hurt my allies or me, but I want to hit as many of them as possible in the room.
Okay. You could probably get maybe 15 people, including the main leader person if you want.
I'd like to do that then.
Okay. Let me just pull up the stats.
I cast spike growth as I'm transforming back to myself. I just immediately I throw my feathery arms up and spikes start coming out.
Okay. Thorny vines and spikes just kind of begin whirling up from the ground and wrapping around the legs of some of these cult members, piercing their robes and kind of tangling them and yanking them this way and that. What do they need to do?
Does it to me too?
No.
How far
this is
does
a
this
different
reach?
area from where
It's
you
20
are.
feet. You're way away.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. They don't need to make any save, they just take damage if they try to move through it, or move when they're in it. I see. So technically, nothing happens if they haven't moved yet. So
Yep.
they're just, like, jostled around, and, like, some of the vines that grow around their arms and legs and kind of pin them in places, and they're just like, I don't want to move. I will be stabbed by many thorns. Oh no, this is never gonna come out of this robe. Oh. And the person who's in charge is kind of jostled to the side, and she goes, "Fools!"
Does that not distract her concentration
She
on
has
her
not taken
paralysis?
damage yet, so no.
Hmm.
She does
Okay.
have to make a saving throw if she takes damage.
Let's see here. One
Alright.
second. That was an action. Okay.
Mhm.
That's also an action. Well, that's also an action. So I only have one bonus action. I'm guessing it's an action to pick up some stones.
You already have stones in your bag.
Oh, I do? It's not listed is my problem. Yeah. I didn't list it.
I think you had some stones left over from last time you picked up stones.
Are they magicked up?
No, they're not magicked up. That only lasts for whenever you've cast it. So
An
if you
hour.
want to, you can... It's a bonus action to cast magic stone on them, but in order to throw another one, you have to...
Yeah. I'd like to magic stone 3 of them.
Okay, so you reach in your bag and pull out 3 more magic stones. They begin glowing a little bit in your hand. Are you going to use any movement? Or just stick with your companions?
I'm gonna stay there
Okie doke.
because I'm close enough to some to do a whatchamacallit.
QZ, what was your wisdom saving roll?
From before,
Yeah, from
Wasn't it 15?
it was 15.
15. Okay. I actually need to check what the DC was for that. I have a lot of things to pull up right now. There's far too many NPCs, and I'm stressed out.
Does this centipede look like Mama Swizzle?
No, it's
Or
not.
when
A
we
no
and
longer.
Carmen?
It's just Mama Swizzle.
Oh,
She got knocked
okay.
out of her.
I only got 1 turn of that.
Yeah, there were kind of a lot of people in here.
I was hoping to intimidate most of them to run away instead of.
Well, there's
Sitting
only so
there.
much you can do considering there's like a lot of people in here. So even if you're like the most terrifying beast in the world, if they're all just like, we could probably take it. There's a lot of us. Let's just poke it a bit. I believe the saving throw is... You know what? I'm just gonna say it succeeds. So yeah, you feel this weight kind of, you shake it off, and your arms are stiff, but you're able to move once again, QZ. But that does
Okay.
consume your action, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So all you can do
But
is
I'm
movement.
free.
Yeah. Okay. Carmen, you are up.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Okay.
There's-
So I've rounded the corner.
Mhm.
There's
Well, you have not rounded the
cultists-
corner yet.
okay.
You're still kind of blocked in the main hallway by 3 or 4 cultists that are standing behind the paladin or the dragonborn guards.
Can I just push past them?
They have daggers pointed at you.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna take my longsword.
Whoa, whoa,
Mm.
whoa, whoa! I like put my arm in front of her, and I pat the guy's on the shoulders. I'm like, man,
I will remind
we're
you,
gonna.
Ananias, you do have your pendant, which like proves your membership of the cult. If you'd like to do anything with that, because anyone can wear a cloak, but you've got like the credentials.
You're right,
to
you're right.
prove it.
I pull down a piece of the cloak to show the pendant.
Okay.
I show like the red, and then I pat them like
You just
to signal to let
pat
us
their
through.
faces.
No, not their face, like their shoulders.
So are you letting go of Carmen at this point and like kind of standing between them to do this, or
Yeah.
are you still hanging from
I'd like-
Carmen?
If I
I mean, I still have my arm like on her shoulder,
No,
so
no,
I
yeah.
have like my hand grasped tightly around whatever piece of fabric I had grabbed earlier.
Okay, like maybe a chink of her shoulder armor. Or
Yeah.
something. Gotcha. All right, so you stand
I
between
feel
them.
like our best bet is for them to see me as your attack dog. That's our best bet in this situation. She's willing to go along with
This
that.
is my
aside.
pet.
Could I have you roll
This
me
is my pet warrior.
persuasion with
She kills things for me.
advantage, Ananias?
Okay. Okay, so I got a 5 and a 3, but that's +2, so 5, 6, 7. I got 7.
Well, lucky you, they rolled a 2. So, as you stand in between them and you're kind of like, hey, calm down. We can talk about this. Everything's fine. They're kind of like willing to listen to what you have to say. One of them lowers the dagger slightly and he's just like, who is this person?
I push past them. They don't need to know.
Who are you?
Are you gonna go past too, Carmen?
I'm dragging her at this point.
I just give them looks of this is what you tried to stop me, but it didn't work.
She's proud. She's
This
like,
is beyond all kinds of protocol, but okay. As you're turning the corner to see what the chaos is in the ritual room, you hear another flash of sparks behind you, and if you turn to look behind you, you'll see the magic circle like blasting with more blue sparks, and even more cultists arriving from who knows where.
yeah, question. What's a cuss word in this world that is not a cuss word in the real world?
Whatever you want.
Make it up right now. You got this.
Frog to your protocol.
Did you say frog?
Yeah, I did.
Frog it.
Okay.
And then whenever somebody's like trying to say the cuss word but like not actually say the word, they actually say toad.
Yeah.
They say toad instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, EJ.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna
I
write
guess
down that frog is
turning into a
apparently a
giant
cuss
frog.
word in this
I guess
world.
that makes turning into a giant frog really, really unfortunate.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh no, it's a giant thing.
I think it'll be more like, like how the word for female dog just happens to also be a cuss word.
Mhm.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, fair. Or like
So
a beaver
anyway.
Or
dam.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
In total, there are probably
In total?
there are probably about 60 plus cultists at this point. Just in this overall area, not all in the same room. So, Ananias and Carmen, as you round the corner and you stand between the two paladin or the dragonborn guards that are kind of like looking back and forth, ready for anything, they're kind of hesitant as to whether they should stop you, and you see Mama Swizzle and what's his face, Qzeth, standing in the center of the room with these two unconscious, perhaps, bodies that are like hog-tied on the floor with burlap sacks above their heads. Since no one is actively attacking right now, I'll just say initiative order has dropped temporarily. What would you guys like to do?
First, I mean, I guess I could have said this earlier, but I'll say their leader can paralyze people. Just kind of
What's
like
all-
very.
What's all this then?
Ah, Ananias. It's good to see you. We have
thought-
some interlopers that are ruining our ritual.
It
We
knows
must
you,
begin.
and your name is Ananias.
You just figured that out?
She hadn't told me. I thought it would be rude to ask.
You, Ananias, would know that this is the leader person is known as Antera.
Anatera?
Antera.
Lady with gray hair.
Singular and.
I never said anything about gray hair. She's got a hood similar as everyone else, but her voice definitely sounds like a frog. So.
Croaky. Okay.
Yes.
I kind of like look shocked at the fact that these people are here, and I'll be like, yeah.
Carmen's
Yeah.
hand drifts towards her sword again.
She does what?
I move to block Carmen from Anatera. So
She's not
I'm-
pushing past you. Her hand's just gonna rest on her weapon in case things go south.
okay.
So
in
you
that
sheathed
case.
your sword, you're just like ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Kat, don't forget that Anatero is stuck in my spiky bramble-like thing. So
Yeah,
if
she's
you
just
get
kind of
close to her, you can
standing
get
there.
hurt.
She still has a hand outstretched as though she was trying to grab at Pumpkin, but now it's just like released, and she's like
Is
waiting to
he
do something.
paralyzed? Are they both paralyzed?
No, they're not paralyzed anymore. But she seems imposing, even though she's like covered in thorny vines or whatever. She's like contemplating what to do next. And she's just like,
Glad you could make it to the party. Do you have any explanation for these interlopers that have come to ruin our ritual?
I hiss at them. Get out! And I take like a stick that I have and just scuff it against the ground in their direction. Like, hit dirt towards them. Like, get out. Back the way you came. Like, get out of this situation.
I'm most curious why you led a paladin into our ritual unannounced, no less. Do you know these people?
I didn't bring this paladin in, ma'am.
The grip on Karma's grip on her sword gets tighter.
Well, I suppose it
What
matters
are
not.
they? Are they moving out?
Can I just slowly try and pick back up the hostages and walk them out?
she just points at you and she's like,
Hold it right there. This is exactly why.
I will hold them. I'm holding them right here. I have the hood back on. I'm holding them hostage. I got this.
Oh my god, that's a baller move. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you get a natural 20, I'm gonna cry.
she kind of like
May I?
waves her hand upward, and a small gust of wind just kind of lifts your cloak up above your head.
I do like the little what's her name?
Oh,
Maris
with
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Okay, so you're like trying to keep this cloak down, but she was trying to reveal. Never mind. You stop the cloak from billowing up completely, but your hood falls off again, revealing your face. What are the four of you
Excuse me,
doing
Finra.
exactly?
I am.
Raise
I'm
me
gonna
the-
I'm gonna take a couple steps towards QZ.
I am like.
I forgot I was muted.
Oh.
I'm
I saw
in
your
front
mouth
of
moving.
whatever her name is. That who I know.
And Tara?
I'm in front of Antera.
In the spike growth? The thorny
No, I'm
vines?
not in the
Okay.
spike growth, but I'm just facing towards now to where.
QZ?
Carmen was.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought her real name was her character name, so I got confused for a second.
It happens.
Gotcha.
Okay, Carmen. Antera.
Excuse
And Tara.
Antera.
And Tara.
No second A.
Nope.
Anatara is who you're supposed to meet at dawn. I'm kidding.
No?
It's a joke because you keep getting them confused.
Yeah, you have a different appointment entirely for that.
That's why she gets it mixed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Antara's at dusk and Anatara's at dawn.
Yeah, you need like a planner for this kind of thing. An
Yeah,
iPhone
exactly.
reminder.
The problem is everybody uses a different calendar because they haven't standardized it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So you are not a cult member at all. You're not one of our movement.
She points at you, QZeth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who else knows about this place? And what
I'm gonna
I
pick up
don't
the
even know where
hostages.
I am. I am very confused. Take me back to the elderly center.
The elderly center?
I couldn't come up with the word. What's the place?
Nursing home?
Take me back to the retirement home. I don't know how I got here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm picking up the
Are
hostages.
you saying you're old?
I'm trying to lie and say that I am not, don't know where I am.
Do you know where you are?
Yes,
Where are you?
in the sewer.
This is exactly why outsiders are not permitted. But no matter.
You said you're trying to escape with the hostages, Carmen?
I said I'm picking them up, and then I'm going to start walking out.
She'll reach out and try to, like, affect you with a spell. Could I have you make a wisdom saving throw, Carmen?
What is the effect that she's trying to do really fast?
Hold person. Do you
Um,
what is that? Does he have
sorry,
like
I'm
an
just
anti-hold person spell?
I'm just
Oh,
looking
the
to see if any
the
of my
crest.
abilities, because I know later on I get it. I just don't know what level.
I see. I see.
I'm double checking.
Okay.
Anti-hold person.
I have an immunity to hold
Unhold.
person.
Does she move? Does my brambles do anything to her?
Mm,
No, she does not move, Ray. So the thorns do not do anything. She's just basically like waving her hand.
okay. No, that wouldn't count. Yeah, I've level 15. I get advantage against stuff like that, but wisdom save. I
That's a
can do
lot.
that.
Mhm.
I know. I get a +5 to my wisdom saves at least because I'm a paladin.
Mhm.
That's a 16 + 5.
Okay. So you feel this magical force like kind of crush in around you, but you just shake it off and keep on walking. And she kind of
Stop her!
and the big beefy black armored dragonborn move to intercept you, just kind of holding their swords in a cross formation, blocking your path.
Can
Okay.
I throw a magic stone square in the eye of one of those?
And I'm gonna jump onto the back of the other.
God bless you two.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
What are they on top of?
There's so many people here, and even as we're talking,
No,
more are arriving.
I have a plan. Is
Okay.
it a bad plan? Yes, but it's a plan.
Alrighty.
Jumps onto the back. Just let her talk. You know, she's pretty nice.
Okay, so first thing that happens, I guess we're back in initiative order. So Mama Swizzle, you take a rock and you chuck it at the face of one of these armored guys who has a like large black helmet on. Roll to hit.
Not 20.
Of course it is.
2,000.
Roll for damage then, and double the dice roll, but not the addition.
Double the dice roll? Okay,
Yeah, so
12.
after you roll the damage die, then double that, and then add the addition after. Don't double it at the end.
Yeah, 12 plus 4, 16.
Okay. So you take this rock and ding! You hear like a loud tong reverberating throughout the chamber, almost like a gong. And this guy just falls and lands on his back on the ground, kind of opening up the doorway for
And then
the
they
chaos.
canonically see Mama Swizzles flying around them.
Mama Swizzle.
And then QC, if you wanted to jump on the back of the other one
Yeah.
at the same
Or at least
time.
try and like push it away, you know, with just like run up onto it and then grab it to like pull them away so that Carmen can get past.
Okay, so you're trying to like basically headlock
I'm
him or
tackling
something.
it. I'm
Okay.
tackling it.
Yep, roll me strength.
Sounds like a grapple.
Tackle is a grapple.
Hold on. Need to pull up their stats now.
17 total.
Okay. You attempt to push this guy out of the way, like with a tackle, and you just slam into him, and he does not move. He takes like a half a step back and just stares down at you. You can see his black eyes reflecting the faint torchlight as he glares down at you from point blank range, and he's just like, "You messed with the wrong movement."
I just look up and smile at him like, listen, man, she's pretty nice. Just let her by. Like,
Okay.
Your smile looks terrifying because remember you're a goose and they have teeth.
On their tongue, no less.
Yeah, they have teeth on their tongue as well.
You're up,
That I did not know.
Carmen. Are you lifting both of these guys? If so, I'm gonna need you to roll strength. Like both of the.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Seeing how I'm being blocked,
Mm-hmm.
can I see outside the door too?
Yes. Now that Mama Silva has just
Excellent.
donked this guy in the head, he's basically cleared a small section of path, and you can see across the hall to the teleport circle, even though there are several cultists kind of standing in the way.
Excellent. I am going to use my channel divinity, and I am going to use Champion's Challenge as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna post it what it does in the Discord.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
you can
know.
read
I
it
know what it
over.
does. So you're challenging someone to do a duel with you?
I'm challenging. It compels other creatures to do battle with me.
Oh,
Each creature of your choice that I can see within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw. So I'm going to challenge everyone I can currently see within 30 feet of me.
Including us?
No, except you guys.
Okay.
You issue
Except
a
you guys.
challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, your creature can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. This effect ends on the creature if you are incapacitated or die, or if the creature is more than 30 feet away from you. Interesting. So if you move away from them, then it also ends on them. Alright, so what are you saying?
I say,
5 to
there is evil in this place that has staked its claim here, and I shall cleanse it. Fight me and perish.
Okay.
Fight you, me be
What
dead.
is the DC for this wisdom saving throw?
Let me double check. They have to beat a 13.
Okay. Many of them passed it, unfortunately. Some of them did not.
That's fine.
But even
I'll
so,
draw fire.
they're all angry at you. So
Good. Good. I
So we're all
want them
gonna
to.
attack anyway. It's just some of them are free to move wherever they want.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, so I wanted as many of them to be focus fired on me, with the hope that QZ at the
Yeah, you
Mama
could
Twizzle will be able to
Run
slip
them
by
away,
with all
and
the
then they can't
chaos.
get out.
Yeah,
They
so
can't
Yeah.
get out. Yeah.
You let out this mighty roar and challenge everyone to fight you. And do you have a shield as well, or just a sword?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm assuming you
Got
like
my
pull out
shield.
your sword and shield, and you're just
Dunk,
like,
dunk, dunk.
ah, I have the power of God and anime on my side.
No,
And-
more so I have the power of my kingdom backing
Yes.
me.
And these cultists are all just like, okay, guess we're gonna fight now. Many of
Right.
them don't seem exactly combat centric. A lot of them are like
That's
skinny
a them
weaklings
problem.
in their long robes, but
Again, a them problem. If they want to
Yes.
shoot me with a purely based magical attack, they're more than welcome
Yeah.
to.
Okay, so you basically yell at them. They're all raring to go, ready to attack you. Is that your full turn? Because that's just a bonus action.
That's my bonus action. So the one that QZ failed to hurt, I'm just gonna swing at him. He's gonna be first blood.
Okay, there's also the Dragonborn like right down on the ground in front of you, who's prone. He's not dead. He's just knocked over. I don't know if that changes your decisions at all.
No.
Okay.
The one that's currently standing is more of a problem.
All right. So
You just swing right over my head.
yeah, roll to hit.
That is a
Oh, why did I do this to myself?
18 to hit. God, I love having +6 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay. You swing your long sword across this guy's chest and ding him like squarely in the arm/chest area as he's looking at QZ, and then he kind of stumbles backward, clearing the doorway almost all the way. He's basically standing like in the room fully at this point, and the doorway is clear for whatever chaos you guys want to pull next.
Right.
That is your turn at this point. So
Yes.
with the reverberating of armor clanging and Carmen's words filling the air, Ananias, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Combat is beginning. Your cult is angered. They've kicked the beehive, and this could be where everyone dies.
This will be. new heroes will come to rise.
I
I
will
looked-
say one other thing, Ananias. You have this this pendant, and you know how to activate this teleport circle as a
Yeah.
result of this.
Well, at the moment, I'm frozen in kind of shock. So I want to skip this turn and just look scared from my leader to the people who had previously helped me, back to my leader, to the people who previously helped me. And I assume it's only like 4 seconds that I've gone by.
Pretty
So
much.
that's what I would like to do
You just want to sit
at
there
the moment.
for 6 seconds,
I
just
want
being
to.
like,
Yeah,
making
I
the
would like
pog
to do
face.
that. I think that's. No, I mean, you can't see my face. I'm just like.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get these interlopers.
And the leader of your resistance is going to like fight her way out of the spike growth. Let me just check again how much damage that does. Difficult terrain, every 5 feet, 20-foot radius. That's gonna hurt. Okay.
Get dunked on.
Oh my gosh, I rolled so many 4s on these d4s.
Our old granny character is better than your old granny character. Call it.
You are correct. So this, you see this creature like fighting her way through the thorns and going and getting progressively more angry as you see just like thorns sticking out of her flesh as she moves 15 feet away from the center of where she was standing and stops just 5 feet out of range of the spike growth, or like still within the spike growth by 5 feet. Didn't make it all the way out, and she seems very angry. She's also going to attempt to reach out at we'll say Mama Swizzle and cast another spell.
Why did you mute for that, Mama Swizzle? What were you gonna say?
Muted.
Instinctually
mouse
mutes to
thinking
defend
about it.
himself.
Actually, no. She's going to point at Carmen, the one who has just like denounced her entire organization here. Could I have you make another wisdom saving throw?
We're not evil. We're just.
I really
entertaining.
feel like a 25 cuts it.
Yes.
Carbon.
Yes, it does. So
She's not taking any shit right now.
what you see as you feel another wave of magic like wash over your vision, as you're like standing there looking out over the crowd of people that you've just insulted, you suddenly see in the place of these captured survivors, you see the prince that you know, Prince Adrian, and there is someone standing behind him, and then a sword is like plunged through his chest, and he goes limp, bleeding from his chest.
Oh my hecking gosh.
But
Do we all see this?
And then the illusion
No, I had my eyes
begins
closed.
to melt
Okay.
and warp, and you realize it is not reality. It is.
I can feel my own heart beating still.
Hmm.
I know that I still live.
Yes, you are still alive.
Okay, question. Do we all see that or just
no,
her?
just her. That is just something that she sees, and that is that creature's turn. So, I'm just gonna group these enemies into bundles because otherwise I'll be here all day. Ooh.
Bundle one.
This is
bundle two,
getting fun.
Bundle three.
Yeah, I don't like having armies attack my players generally, but there's kind of nothing I can do at this point. Okay.
Just have swarms attack us.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm treating them
That's
as
what
like
armies are.
groups. So, I have too much to think about. I'm gonna die.
So let's do it this way. Let's make it easier. Since I'm in the doorway and I'm blocking the doorway from all of the incoming people, they just have to roll to hit me. They can't hit the others because I'm there. So if they beat my 19, then they of armor class, then they hit.
Okay, well,
I'll take the hits for them.
gotcha.
Oh, so nice of you.
So, one of them one of these regular cult members begins like whirling his cloak around him, air billowing through his cloak, and he throws forward his hands, and a blast of greenish light flies towards you, Carmen. And even as you're distracted by this magical apparition that you see in front of you, could I have you roll me another saving throw? This time, Constitution saving throw. There's so many saving throws today. I'm sorry.
That's good at those, but it's okay. That's a 16 plus 2.
Okay.
You're
Yes.
lucky today. I'm so proud of this dice.
Yeah, you're getting lucky.
Nice. All right. So you take 13 damage. It is it poison damage?
I'm immune to diseases.
Yes.
Poison isn't a
It
disease.
is. I think it's poison damage. It doesn't actually say. That's strange. No, yeah, it is poison damage. I just can't read.
Is it a pure magic-based attack?
Yeah, I'll say it is.
Okay, that gets reduced by 5.
Okay, so you take 8 damage then.
Okay,
this
that's
greenish energy like blasts towards you, and some of it deflects off of your crest that you said you had displayed in front of you. This crescent-shaped amulet, and but still the majority of it hits you, and just like causes your stomach to tingle with like a weird metal taste in your mouth, and it doesn't feel good, but you manage to shake it off and you're still fine. Meanwhile, several of them draw weapons and also begin to attack both you and your companions. One of them draws a long sword out from within his robes and tries to take a swing at Qzeth. He misses as Qzeth uses his monk reflexes and just kind of dodges the attack, ducks underneath it. Mama Swizzle, another cultist, tries to stab you with his dagger. One of the ones that had tried to attack you when you were in your centipede form, but you just kind of nimbly duck under him and kind of trip him a little bit, so he goes careening off into the distance and falls on his face. No guesses as to what he rolled on his attack there. And then one more enemy is going to draw a crossbow from beneath his robes and try to shoot it at Carmen once again. He is one of the ones that appears to be extremely enraged by his words, and he manages to strike you with an arrow, like right in the center of your armor. Not really piercing through it, but like basically all of the impact is absorbed by your armor and kind of knocks you back a little bit, dealing you another 8 damage. And that is the turn of the enemies for now.
For now.
Yes, we'll call that good. So we're back up to you, Mama Swizzle. What would you like to do?
Okay.
I feel like we need
So
some
most
epic music playing in the background.
I would like to. QZ, how much armor do you have? Do I know how much?
My AC is 18.
Okay.
You've seen me tank a couple of hits before. You know that I'm like decently tough.
Okay. Wow, this is actually hard to think of here. Okay, so I'd like to take one of my little stones. No, I'm going to take my scimitar out and attack the guy who attacked me.
Okay, the one who went careening off into the wall?
Yep.
Okay, he's currently 15 feet away from you, against the wall, like kind of laying on his face against the wall, and there are other cultists around him, huh?
Then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a magic rock to him.
Okay, and honestly, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's okay?
Roll to hit, yeah. I was going to say I could give you an opportunity attack because he fell out of your range, but I don't know if magic stone could be used like that. So I don't know. It's whatever. Just do your regular.
If he fell out of my range, I could attack him with my scimitar as he's moving.
Really, really dragon shard.
I don't know if you can hear it if you join in.
I'm scared about copyright for listening to this.
What do you mean?
Just
Can you even
Oh.
hear it?
if I watch the stream, yes, I can't hear it.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
you're
watch it then.
streaming?
No, I'm saying if I watch his stream of the music.
I'm confused, but okay. So you don't want to give me an opportunity attack? That's fine. I'll take the
I
magic
technically
stone.
should have.
I'll take the magic stone since he's already 15 feet away from me.
Yep, roll to hit.
All right. It's 11 plus.
Oh, I'm
what was
disappointed. I
magic
thought you were gonna get another nat 20.
plus 6, so 17.
Okay.
And then my damage is a 6 plus 4. 10.
10 total? Oh, 10 damage.
10 damage. Yep.
What was the hit?
17.
Okay.
It was 11 plus 6.
Yeah. So you chuck this stone at him and hit him like right in the back, between his shoulder blades. You hear a sickening crunch of bone as he just kind of slides against the wall and goes limp, just face against the wall. He's just a pile of robes at this point. Would you like to use your bonus action or your movement?
Well, I don't really have anything else for bonus action. Will someone get opportunity of attack if I try to get close to Carmen?
No. I'll say that you can manage to maneuver.
I'd
around
like to
people.
get close behind her to try to have her back.
Okay.
Aw,
Hey, Mama Swizzle likes Carmen.
Carmen likes Mama Swizzle.
So Mama Swizzle fights her, or like gets into a position behind Carmen, back to back, and they're kind of like holding off the hordes. QZeth, you're up.
Okay. Well, there's the one that's prone.
Mm-hmm. So attacks on him get advantage.
I'm sorry. I need to really quickly. Can you say that again for me?
I said so attacks on him get advantage because he was
Yeah,
prone.
yeah. So I reckon I will. Are there any others close to me?
There is the cult member in a robe that tried to attack Carmen with a sword, or no, with a. There are several nearby, but
Yeah, because they did try and attack us.
yeah.
So there was one
They're
that
kinda
tried to
closing
attack.
in from all directions.
Yeah,
we'll just
yeah.
say that.
I'm just gonna punch whomever's closest to me, other than my friends.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use your multiple monk attacks, you like punch one in the face and then punch another in
Yeah.
the face. You can do that.
And then so I punch two like that, and then I do a third one that's back like that.
Yeah. Roll the attacks for those. Didn't think I would need
It
to use the
is
spell.
15 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And damage. 3 plus 7 damage. And I'll
Okay.
roll it. I'll roll again for the other one.
Mhm.
It is 19 this time to hit.
Mhm. Yeah, that also hits.
Okay. And 8 damage.
Yep.
I was doing 3.
Mhm.
Stop rolling!
So it spends a
Oh.
key point.
Can I say no? Having seen what I rolled?
I'm just keeping track. Yeah, what was the third one you rolled?
I rolled a critical fail, so I want to not use the key. No.
Too late, you already rolled it. So, you punch one in the face, punch another in the face, and as you try to do your third one, you just encounter...
They just weren't there yet.
You miscalculated. You hit the wall.
Oh!
That was a brick. So it didn't do much damage, except to yourself. But the other two that
Well,
you punched
technically, I
first,
also rolled an 8 to damage, so can I have broken that brick?
you
Thank
can
you.
deal that 8 damage to yourself if you'd like. So no,
How much damage did I take from hitting the wall?
just 1 point of bludgeoning damage. That's it. You're good.
Horrible.
So yeah, you punch these first two, and they both stumble backward, but they're easily replaced by more that are kind of charging forward. You will notice that as these cult members are kind of swarming towards you angrily, they are also, a lot of them seem hesitant, like they weren't exactly ready for a fight or don't know what they're doing with their weapons. Some of them are kind of holding their weapons like with improper form. Those of you who know how weapons work, they don't seem that competent. Some of them are. Some of them know what they're doing for sure, but about 50% of them just don't seem that good at combat, is what I'll say. But they are still trying. God bless their souls.
My turn?
Yes. It is...
Skip over.
No, wait. QZ just had a turn, so it is
Yeah.
Yes.
Carmen's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
then-
What
you're
do
up
skip
after.
over me?
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay.
and now my armor class is 21.
Nice.
Yeah. So just like
Oh, this looks
a
too
very
soon.
faint, like blue-purple shield, kind of like barrier erupts around her. And if anyone's within striking distance of her blade, she's gonna hit them. Other than her friends, of course.
There are many.
Still facing
Roger.
outward to protect them from the horde.
Okay, so you're gonna swing at the nearest enemy.
Yeah.
That would actually be the Dragonborn guard once again.
Okay, sure. I'll take care of him.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Sorry, I'm thinking about other things.
And that's 10 points of damage.
Once again, you take your longsword. This time you bring it in an upward motion and kind of hit him like right in the leg guard area and kind of cause him to take a step back, nearly knocking him off balance. And he looks up at you, wincing from the pain as you like bruise his inner thigh. Did you have anything else you could do?
Nope. That's my action and my bonus action, and I
Alright.
refuse to move.
Ananias, we're back up to you.
And Atera. I grab her arm. Is she out of the brambles now?
She's still in the brambles.
Just reach
Within
over.
5 feet. You could
So
possibly
I
reach her
grab
hand.
her arm and I use my stick to try to cut the brambles.
Your stick?
Stick! I was holding a stick.
It's a stick hitting other sticks.
Can I break the brambles with it? No?
Not really. These brambles are kind of like a thorn bush kind of thing, so as you hit it with a stick, they just flex and then go back to where they were.
What else do I have on me?
If you have any kind of
you
bladed
know-
weapon, that would work a little better.
Didn't you pick up a bladed weapon as you were running away?
Be right back.
I mean, I have...
You have a Euclid, you have a dagger.
Well, I mean,
You
some of that
even
was
have
confiscated.
Eldritch Blast.
But a lot of that was confiscated from jail.
No, she got it back. She got all her
No, I
stuff
got it
back
back.
from jail.
Oh, yeah.
We got everything back, so I have everything. Okay, I'm gonna tell her to brace herself, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
You're gonna Eldritch Blast the brambles?
Yes.
Okay. So she's standing here, and you just kind of like smack the stick on the branches for a second. And you're noticing that that's not helping, and you're like, brace yourself. What are you? And then you pull back your magic and release it. And could I have you roll me an attack roll?
Yeah. What? That's the D20.
Yeah. Plus
Okay,
your spellcasting
11.
Modifier.
11 with the what? Attack.
Spellcasting modifier, which is +4 for you.
Okay.
For your spell attack.
It's whatever you derive your magic from.
Okay.
That modifier.
Yeah. So 15.
15 total? Okay. Yeah, you where exactly were you aiming in comparison to her? Like at the ground in front of her feet, like around her, to the side of her?
Around her.
Hmm.
Wouldn't it be in front of her because you want to walk up to her?
No, that's not what I did.
So you wanted to cast it like in a ring so that it like doesn't hit her but hits everything around her?
No. No. Like an arch.
An arch. Okay, it is a like one target kind of spell rather than
That's
like
okay. I mean, I clearly unsuccessfully do it, but that was what I
no,
was
I'm just
attempting
trying
to do.
to figure out like depending on where you're trying to aim and what you're trying to accomplish with the spell, it could be
I
a
mean, I'm
success
trying to get
or
rid
a
of
failure.
the bushes, but I am aiming at her.
At her?
Yeah. I
Okay, in
told her
that
to
case
brace
it is a
herself.
failure. Okay, so
Well, not, like
so what happens is, could I have you roll me 1d10?
okay, I got a 4.
Alright, you... Does this make sense? One moment, I'm checking the stats. There are far too many stats here. Alright, I'll say that as you're casting this spell, it seems like it really should have just like, because you're aiming kind of directly at her, and it pretty much just like passes through these brambles unaffected. Like it kind of flexes them strongly, but does not manage to break them or anything, and it just like hits the ground like right underneath her, and she kind of like flies upward, and the thorns once again grab her and pull her back to earth, and she seems like she's been stabbed even more by these brambles, and she just kind of looks at you and she's like,
I think I've got this. Thank you.
and she wrestles her way out of the rest of the brambles.
is it still my turn? Can I have
Yes.
movement?
Yeah, if you'd like movement and or bonus action, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, I would like to convince her to escape. And be
That's
like,
not a movement or a bonus action.
Talking
Oh,
is a
it's
free
not?
action, it's fine.
what
do you
want
say?
to. There's. You're hurt. They don't know how to fight. Get out of here. Get to the safe house.
No, we're so close to our ritual being complete. What we've been seeking this whole time. We can overwhelm
It can't be
them.
finished if all of us are dead.
We'll be fine. Have you brought the stone?
She's referring to the stone, the black piece of the offering table thing.
Do I have that?
Yes, it is.
You did go back and get it.
the piece that you were talking about.
It was
I
the thing
do.
that you said was.
Yeah, you do have that piece. Okay, so you respond that in character.
We can make this
I
happen.
do have it. We don't have time.
We can do this immediately.
And she begins waving her hands and like calling forth her their cult members, and she's like,
Come forth! We will do this tonight!
and okay, let's see here. So she's calling out to her cult members, and she's like,
Bring forth the sacrifices! The offering will be complete.
Aren't the sacrifices next to Carmen? And
Yeah.
I'm next to Carmen.
yes.
Good luck.
Yeah. Did you have
Yeah,
anything
you're
else you
not
wanted to do
taking
on your
these
turn,
people.
or Ananias?
I stay standing next to her then, but I'm kind of like tugging her. I want her to come with, but she is clearly
Mom,
not.
please. Come on,
Mom,
buy me the
please,
ice cream.
Mom.
Okay. Some of
Mom,
these.
please, you've been talking with her for 15 minutes. Please. Just
That's so me as a child. Some of these other cultists now are making their way like to the edge of the spike growth, battered and bruised. Some of them kind of collapsing, just like picking thorns out of their robes in pain, not really helping with the fight anymore.
That's me as a person who fights. Like, actually, that's my character.
Okay, so once again, many of the enemies are currently facing Carmen, attempting to like deal with Carmen in particular, but there are still a fair few that are facing just the party in general, other than Ananias, who's supposed to be there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a bunch of d20s.
go for it.
I might be here a while.
You can just do it through D&D Beyond.
I
Yeah.
should have.
You can
but
just click. How many do you want? I'm clicking them right now.
you can make it happen. Be
All at once. I can make it happen all at once.
Does it add
How many
them
do you
up,
want?
or does it just okay, just
I don't know.
roll-
We're gonna find out.
roll roll 30 attacks.
30.
Jeez.
Rolling. Whoa! It's lagging.
I kind of want to see this. Is it on the
It
Go.
did add
share
them
screen?
up.
Oh my gosh.
But it shows each of them on the
It
screen.
shows each of them separately.
How
as
about
You'll
that
have
would
to
help?
turn off the sound, EJ. Just turn off the sound of his sharing. EJ can do that himself. Huh?
Okay.
So you don't have to do.
Oh, I did it. Yay.
You
So-
got them off your screen. You got rid of them.
I did. I didn't mean to. It instantly fades, which is why I was gonna roll another, and then try and click on the correct thing instead of the incorrect thing. This. Show me more. Show me more. Show me more. Show me more. No.
I see.
It hates me.
It's fine.
I know there's. I know
will-
that there's a way to show the log of it.
I see it right now. If you click on the dice itself, you can see all the dice that are rolled.
You can also just go to Google and have it give you random numbers.
Yeah, that as well.
Okay,
Because
No,
Google
not
doesn't
Dungeons
have a
and Dragons.
bad random number generator.
we're gonna do it with the statistics method. If there are 20 attacks rolled, theoretically, one should be a 1, one should be a 2, one should be a etc., all the way up to 20. So
No, that's not likely.
I mean, just
It's
on
more
average.
likely that most of them are gonna fall in the middle.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
It's
just saying.
one die for each, so it's equally chance for each number.
Anyway, I'm
That's
just gonna.
false. I will disagree with this, but I will tell you why in a bit. We just watched a movie about this, Pump.
We watched a movie about game theory, which is not about random dice rolls. A random dice roll
It
is a random
applies.
dice roll.
It applies, and we'll talk about this after.
So, Mama Swizzle, 3 attacks come your way. 2 of them are simple guys with daggers. One of them is coming at you with like some kind of leather strap thing, and he's like trying to wrap it around your neck to pull it taut. The 2 daggers hit you for 7 damage total, and the enemies then they end up standing like within your range. And the guy who tries to like wrap this leather around your neck doesn't end up managing to make it work because you were facing him, so it kind of ends up the wrong way, and he's like trying to pull it tight, but it's just kind of like pulling your head down, and you manage to duck under it. Carmen, several more people attempt to attack you, both with ranged or actually the ranged weapons are kind of not functional at this point, considering there's so many people around. It's kind of impossible to not accidentally hit their friends if they shoot. So the
Where'd you
guy
find that?
with a crossbow is just kind of like aiming at the floor, trying to not hit anyone. The Dragonborn armored guy who is on the ground stands up and attempts to swing at you as well, Carmen, because you are right beside him. He manages to strike at you with his longsword. And I need to
He
look it
beats
up.
a 21.
Yes. Because of
21.
his addictions, not his addictions.
Convictions.
I'm pretty convicted.
Conditions?
No, I don't. No conditioner.
Okay.
Decisions.
However, he only does 4 damage somehow.
Okay. Love that.
And there are a couple other attacks, and I'm stressing out trying to figure out how there are so many people in this small space. I really should have used a battle map. Okay. We'll say.
Are they gonna hit each other?
Of not really. They're smart enough to not use their ranged attacks.
Okay.
QZ, several people will try to swing at you. Apparently, most of them miss. There's only one guy who manages to hit you, and he does a total of 6 damage to you. This is just with his fists. He's just like a big, beefy guy, big old belly underneath his robes, and he's just like trying to wail on you with his meaty fists. And a couple others you just kind of dodge out of the way with your monk reflexes.
Okay.
I think
6
that's
damage?
everyone. Yes, 6 damage. And that is it. Okay. I'm stressed. Mama Swizzle, you're up.
Poor EJ. He's not even battling.
Shoot.
I have to control 60 people.
Why are there so many people here?
Because it was a cult gathering.
Well, wait, EJ, did any of them shoot anything at me? Like arrows or stuff?
No. There were no ranged attacks this time.
Were there? None?
No ranged attacks.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Are there... Okay, where are we as opposed to the entrance? Like,
You're like 10 feet
Right
away
in
from the
front of it?
entrance, 5 feet away. That general
how
area.
many people are blocking the entrance? I thought Harmon...
At this point, the entrance is basically a wall of people. There's just like people packed shoulder to shoulder, just in a circle, just trying to kill you.
Trying to hit
There's so many
Harmon.
people.
Pretty much.
It's just so many people. And you can even hear more sparks as like more people are arriving as well from the teleport circle. So there's not a lack of people that are still arriving as time is going on. It is not a good situation.
How many people are behind us? I mean, like, can I get them with another bramble? Wait,
There are
no,
more
never mind.
people-
I would not be able to do it.
There are more people in front of you now, like in the outside of the room area, than there are in the room with you.
Okay, so there's... there's 3 people right next to me, too.
Yes, but good luck casting Spike Growth on those people without getting yourself.
I can't cast Spike Growth. I've used up all my 2nd level spells.
Okay.
Hmm. One fourth level shape. Wild shape. Wild shape. I want to see if there's an animal that can help me. I'm sorry, this is taking forever.
It's no problem.
Honestly, I didn't know we were going to get this far.
Yeah. Maybe
Everything
after
would
this
have been
round.
fine if you turned into a spider.
After this round of initiative, I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, that'll give EJ enough time to figure out how to fix
No,
the mess
it's
that is all
fine.
dying.
It's fine. There's whatever this
He's already
this
figured it
lady
out.
is about to do with this ritual. Hopefully, will you know, end this fight.
But we're not gonna let them do the ritual.
Yeah.
Well, then you might all die. We'll see what happens.
We're not
oh,
bad
yeah.
people.
I'd like to transform into a boar.
Ooh, spicy.
Okay. Once again, Mama Swizzle, you just kind of wave your cloak around you, and whoosh, you fold into the shape of a boar. Big old
All right.
tusks. Quite a
That
bad
was
stench.
my action.
Mama Swizzle gets stabbed again. No, she's being bored into.
Oh dear. Okay, so you are now
That's
a boar.
all I do.
Alright. Let me find the stats for the boar.
Here, I got it.
No, it's fine. I'm clicking, and my internet's just incredibly slow. Alright, I'll click it. Thank you. Like, I clicked 3 minutes ago. It's probably because I have 85 tabs open.
Yeah, probably.
I would just restart my entire computer if that ever happened. Just nope. Factory reset.
This is how
the only
many
way to
tabs
save
I
it.
have open. It is too
Wait.
many.
Can I ready up Relentless, or is that a passive?
Relentless. If the boar takes 7 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is reduced to 1 hit point instead. That is a passive thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that applies. Even though, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Oh no, I just accidentally opened another app because I clicked. Why did this fail? Okay, so who just had their turn? Mama Swizzle?
Yes.
Okay. So that means it is Carmen's turn. No, QZ's turn.
QZ.
Sorry. QZ, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. Just gonna try and keep fighting the ones that are in this room with me. Punch the two that I had punched before. Punch the two that I had successfully punched before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. Roll your attacks.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So 7 damage. And a 20. Straight up net
That also
20.
hits. Nat 20, okay.
Yeah.
So double the dice roll then.
Yeah. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage.
Okay. So both of these guys, as you punch the same two that you have already previously punched, this time one of them crumples to the ground. One of them gets like knocked backwards and falls over into the crowd of other cult members. Both of them falling to the ground and laying motionless on their backs. But you have now cleared space for more to step over the bodies and take their place. Because previously
Good.
they were forming kind of a wall of punching bag that blocked you from further attacks. Is that everything on your turn?
Are the hostages close still?
They're laying
Yeah.
on the ground kind of between all of you.
Would I have enough movement to like free them the rest of the way using a sword from
I would say it's an
Carmen?
action to chop their bonds and free them.
Yeah. Should have done it before. But was dealing with the other stuff. Alright, that's it then.
Okay. Carmen, you're up. And then Ananias, you're on deck.
So for my bonus action, can I use lay on hands on myself?
I don't think it
Yeah.
can.
I'll say that's
If it was on
fine.
someone else, I'd be like, yeah, that's an action, but since it's myself.
Wait. Oh, so you wanted to do it specifically as a bonus action?
Yeah. Because if it was another person, I'd be like, yeah, that's an action, but it's just...
Yeah, it says as an action you can touch a creature to restore hit points, so I'd say it's an action.
Okay, then I'll use my action to heal myself up to almost full.
Okay, with all of the...
Yeah, all 15 of them.
Okay.
And I'm I'm gonna defend.
Okay. Ananias, you're up. The lady, Antera, has now walked out of the thorns and seems to be like waving her hands. And as you see her waving her hands, trying to like begin doing some kind of magic to activate this ritual, you see the let me set the stage for you because I don't even remember if you were here when I described it the first time. So this room has a large, sinister-looking table in the center, covered in runes scratched onto the black, glassy surface, and above it hovers a large silver capsule, 6 feet tall and 3 feet thick. It's like a big kind of oval capsule kind of thing. And that is what is in the center of the room. So as she's waving her hands and stuff, the runes on the table begin to glow, but as it gets to the point of the table where there's a missing piece, like a cracked off portion of it, it kind of stops and turns red, fizzling out and causing minor magical sparks. And this is the part of the table that you have in your bag, Ananias, so that you could complete this table.
All right, I'm gonna run over to the table.
Mm-hmm. And would you like to put the piece in it, or are you just walking up to the table? You walk up to the table.
No, I ran.
You go up to the table at a quick pace. You are Sonic. No one stops you. Everyone's focused on the battle.
Okay.
Sounds of combat fill the room. Echoes of
I guess I
combat
quickly I grab the piece out of my satchel that is within my cloak, and I kind of fumble with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to fit it in to the crack,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't fit quite perfectly. There's like a chip of it missing, like it'd been bouncing around in my bag, but I get it in.
No, it's actually perfectly fit.
Oh really?
No...
Oh, that's so glad.
Yeah, it fits in perfectly, and as it does, it kind of like seals up, and the red glow perpetrates across the cracks, sealing them up entirely, and it becomes one solid black cube kind of table at this point. The runes finish going across it, and the large silver capsule in the center begins rotating in place and glowing with a faint blue glow.
Honestly, I thought this was a regular rock.
A small spigot made of silver kind of like comes down from the center of the capsule, and the leader of the cult person kind of then points her hands at the or one hand. She's using the other hand to continue these whatever this is, but she points at the whatchamacallits, the kidnapped people, and both of them begin sliding across the floor towards the table at this point, right between you guys' legs. What would you guys like to do? Any of you can
I'm
pounce
gonna,
on them or something if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
reaction.
that from happening.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
Well, they're sliding like right between our legs, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like between, like Mama Swizzle and Carmen are back to back. QZ is standing right beside, and the survivors are kind of sitting, laying between you guys, and then they just kind of start sliding across the floor.
There's a rope that's like binding them together, right?
Yeah, both their hands are bound behind their back together, both their legs are bound together, and they have a burlap sack over their heads. And when they try to talk, you just hear.
Can I just like hook my foot through the rope to stop it?
Yeah, they're moving at like a velocity to which it probably would trip you, unless you're like very firm in your like. You could try it, but it would.
No, I don't want to. I can't risk going prone. I don't think I can do anything. I'm not dexterous enough.
So are you choosing to do nothing then?
I can't do anything.
You could just jump on them, just stomp them.
Would it be in this situation? In this situation, would we be able to use like a reaction? I know it's not technically
Yes, I'm giving you
attack.
Yeah, I'm giving you the same thing as though it was an opportunity attack, basically.
Okay. I mean, then I'll grab them.
Okay. Both of them. What are you doing to
Try
stop them? Just tackling them to the ground, standing on them.
I mean, they're being slid away, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
by some unseen force.
I'm going to try and grab them by like the back of their cloaks or clothes or whatever they're wearing
Okay.
and hold them.
Bags.
Could I have you roll me strength?
Just when we needed it. What is that plus? What is it plus? Okay, so 21, dirty 21.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you grab them and you're just like sliding across the floor a little bit, but you manage to gain enough purchase to hold them in place, and you're just like stuck there, both of your arms being used to.
I'm even flapping what I have left of my wings back.
Yeah, you're doing everything in your power to keep them from moving, and
Yeah.
you're just motionless at this point in a tug of war with this horrifying witch-voiced lady. And that is that. So I guess we're gonna have to call this for now because Light needs to go, and we'll pick this up
Yeah.
next session. Feel
Sounds
free to plan your
good.
battle strategies.
I already thought of my next move.
Later,
Alright.
guys.
Yeah, thanks for playing. It was a fun time. See you guys all next time.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. See ya.
I am
Yeah, I
scared.
expect a team wipe next session.
Yeah.
We literally just got to the last battle song.
Oh boy. So, this is not what I expected to happen. This is not what I wanted to happen, but I don't know how to get this this out of here without just an ex machina. Which obviously I wouldn't want to do because that would just like ruin the player agency. Luckily,
Well, I mean, you could just make it like a time thing, like,
oh
this
no,
all happened.
they ran out of time. They all fall asleep.
No,
Well,
Like,
like,
I'm
maybe
saying,
like
we
there's
lose.
the
We lose.
stars.
And
the
then
stars have to align.
sure, or we lose, and then they sacrifice them, and then like resets things because of whatever the sacrifice does.
Well, you'll see what happens if the sacrifice happens. If it doesn't happen, I don't know what will happen. I don't know what's gonna happen regardless, actually, I guess. This is a good day. Thanks for playing. I hope you guys had fun. This is
Alrighty,
probably one
yeah.
of the scariest situations I've ever put my players in, though.
Yeah,
This
just
is
don't
an
show us the
overwhelming
final
battle.
boss so early. God.
Oh, this isn't even the final boss.
Sure,
No, we
sure.
just put ourselves in this
You
area.
really did. I mean, to be fair, there could have been other ways to go about this. So, I mean, it's not like I put you in this situation. But,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. What
not
has
like you
happened has
did
happened.
anything.
Can't wait to see how it goes, though. I guess I'll see you guys all next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah. I mean, unless you guys wanted to chat and talk and hang out other than D&D, though. It's not like I need friends or anything. I'm joking.
Well, I think we've learned basically everything that we need to know about the campaign. That we're screwed. So that's pretty cool.
It's fine. There's always a way out. There's always more than one way out.
We all play dead.
I mean,
It is interesting, though, that Ananias, or like Kat, is playing a character that's like not sure if they want to
Bad.
help the cult happen or help her friends not die, or her new friends that she just met. So we'll see what happens. At least Ananias is gonna be fine one way or the other.
yeah. What do you mean I'm gonna be fine?
You'll be fine.
Doesn't the
Nothing's gonna-
world end?
Well,
Yes,
that's
that's
what
what I've
they're
heard.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it
I
doesn't
mean, that's what
actually
I
do
heard.
that. Maybe it doesn't
Oh, well,
actually do
I'm,
that.
I'm assuming it's not going to because
Well, that would be a short campaign.
yeah.
It would be safe to assume the world is not going to immediately, instantaneously end, but bad things could happen.
Yeah, I mean, if I cast darkness over the entire world, it just do be that way.
Is that what's happening?
What do you mean is that what's happening? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's happening. We're gonna make it happen. We are doing this for our Goose Lord of Blood.
The god of the movement. The unnamed raven. Great stuff.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. Talk
I'm
to you
gonna go
later
play
then.
CS:GO because I told people I would.
Oh, fun.
Cool. Have
Have
fun.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
So
Just
I
like-
sent you a DM so the others wouldn't hear my question.
Okay. What is your question? How how are you planning on my immortality curse? Ah, I see.
If things do happen to go awry and all my HP disappears on me because of my idiocy.
Gotcha. You'll find out. I guess Mama Swizzle has probably encountered this before, where people tried to kill her because she was being annoying, and then things happened. We'll get there when we get there. We'll just say that. So what did we establish previously? If you want to remind me of the details. So like, she angered this woodland god, and then as a result, she's basically cursed. Can't say her name, or can't say anything other than her name. Is just kind of cursed to wander the earth and can't die. Is just stuck in a state of eternal punishment, kind of on Earth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she can't write except her name, though she thinks she's writing.
Yep. I'm gonna treat it less as a immortality thing and more of a like I'm not gonna treat it as, oh, you always are conscious and you always have hit points. I'm gonna treat it more like
Well,
if you go
whenever I brought
unconscious.
up immortality, I was thinking of Highlander. You know what I'm thinking of?
I haven't played that. Is that a game?
It's not a game, it's a movie.
Oh.
Basically, it's a 1980s movie where this Scottish person and a bunch of other people around the world were immortals. No matter what you did, you couldn't kill them, but the only way for an immortal to die was another immortal cutting off the immortal's head. And there could only be one at the end of days, which the Highlander was the last one standing. But basically, what happened is if you did, like, shoot them, they'd die, but they'd resurrect after, like, a few days or a few months, depending on how bad the death was, and they would feel every bit of it upon resurrection.
That's the kind of thing. It's not like Mama Swizzle actually dies and comes back. There's never a point where she's, like, fully dead. But there are points where she can, like, be at the death's door, be like practically dead, almost dead, knocked out.
So Sea of Thieves.
Sure.
I'm
like
kidding.
her consciousness could
want.
be on the Ferry of the Darn for 30 seconds and then comes back. Yeah, why not? We'll get there when we get there, like I said.
Yep.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Speaking of Sea of Thieves, I got nothing. Well, I forgot. I need to plan for tomorrow's.
I have to make dinner.
Okay, well, I guess we'll head off then.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.